What is going on, people? Welcome back to the lunchroom. I'm your host, Chris, and we got us a Super Bowl matchup. Championship Sunday has passed and gone. Yes, I know I'm releasing this episode late. I'm sorry. I have things. But yeah, the AFC and NFC championship games have wrapped up, and quite interesting they were. Let's start in the AFC first game. If you saw my post on Instagram and TikTok, you know, I got that one right. I got that one right. The Patriots beat the Bo Nix-less Broncos in Mile High to advance to the Super Bowl for the first time in like forever, which is honestly insane considering this team went 4-13 the last two seasons. Everyone was so mad about the Kansas City Chiefs and how, you know, no one wanted to see Kansas City back in the Super Bowl again, and they wanted to see anyone else but the Chiefs. And you know what? We saw someone else but the Chiefs. We got the Patriots back in there, and people are just as pissed. But listen, I mean, they beat who was in front of them. You know, Jared Stidham, they did something. I will say the passing game in this contest kind of died out because while the first like three quarters were pretty fine weather, you know, it was cold but no snow. Yeah, they got a blizzard in the fourth. The passing game basically just died. It just became a running contest. And when that happens, well, I mean, I've said what I've said about the Broncos offense this entire year. They have none. The Patriots, on the other hand, they got some solid running backs. I mean, it's nothing groundbreaking or anything. Like, they don't have like Bijan or Derrick Henry or, you know, McCaffrey or anything like that. But, you know, Ramondre and Henderson are not bad. They're not bad options, especially compared to what's on the other side. So yeah, the Patriots managed to eke out a win in a 10-7 game that, you know, got pretty boring once the snow started. I mean, there was not a lot of offense in this game. It was a lot of defense though. But yeah, it's gonna be interesting. I mean, would they have won with Bo Nix? I mean, I really don't think so, but I mean, that's up for y'all to debate. But yeah, the Patriots, Drake May is going to go to the Super Bowl in just his second season. Very like another, you know, quarterback that played for New England. Yeah. But anyhow, on to the NFC title game. Seahawks, Rams. Now, I did say last week that this was going to be cinema. And cinema it was. Man, this game was crazy. The Seahawks team has somehow just gotten better and better throughout the course of the playoffs. Like, they have been unstoppable. Like, oh my goodness. Like, I don't know if it's just Sam Darnold is really good. Like, we all know that he's like a solid quarterback, but like, no one really thought he'd ever be a Super Bowl quarterback. As a matter of fact, he's the first QB in this 2018 draft class to even make a Super Bowl. Before Josh Allen, before Lamar, I mean, Baker never really had a chance, but I mean, it's whatever. But yeah, like it's insane. Like, they're so good. Their defense is is probably the best in the league. They have the best special teams. I mean, most people probably don't realize how important special teams are to football until you watch the Seattle Seahawks. Like their special teams just makes plays. Like they make plays happen. But listen, it's not like the Rams went out sorry either. They put up a fight with that team, which is what they've been doing basically the entire playoffs. Like this Rams team, they put up points. They got stops. They forced mistakes. Like that was the beauty of this contest. That's why it's so exciting to see these two match up in the NFC Championship game, and why I really called this the real Super Bowl, because, you know, both of these teams can bring each other to the absolute freaking limit. Like Matthew Stafford went out there and put up a very solid game from him. Puka Nacua. JSN on the Seattle side put up an absolute insane stat line. I don't remember off the top of my head what it was, but I'm pretty sure I remember this man having like 8 for like 105 by half. This is wild. And shout out to Kenneth Walker for, you know, being an absolute demon of a running back, but just not for everyone's fantasy football seasons. You know, yeah, he came out and he was dominant. It really looked like he was untouchable. Both of these teams, you know, they both made mistakes. They both had slip-ups. They both had instances where they could have, you know, if they played a little tighter, they would have came away with a win. It's just, LA had some more down the stretch. I mean, the Seahawks burned so much time on their last drive that, like, the Rams really had, like, almost no shot from, like, the 15 to even make a game-winning drive. I mean, Puka Nacua, they couldn't even get out of bounds because they had no timeouts left. Sad thing, man, especially because, I had the Rams winning, so I lost $50 on this. Sad times, if you want to donate to the Venmo, here it is. But yeah, no, we're down a good amount. Yeah, so the Super Bowl, it's going to be a Super Bowl 44 rematch, but with entirely new personnel. Super Bowl's about to be Patriots and Seahawks. Honestly, I think this is about to be fun as heck. Do I think that the Seahawks will win? Yes, I do. But, this might be the time where I really deep dive into my predictions, but I'm going to save that for next week. And the reason being is because, the Pro Bowl is next week. We have a 2-week break before the Super Bowl. So Super Bowl predictions will be coming next week. But yeah, that's really it when it comes to the NFL postseason. Now, there is one more thing I'd like to talk about. Bill Belichick got snubbed for being a first ballot Hall of Famer. How did this happen? Bill Belichick is probably the most accomplished coach in the entirety of NFL history. That man has, like, the most wins of all time. He has, like, the most playoff wins of all time. He has 6 freaking Super Bowls. I think the 6 Super Bowls should be enough on their own, but, like, you like, it's, I have no words. I have no words. I don't know what the freaking Pro Football Hall of Fame is doing, but honestly, they really just invalidated themselves with that, with, not having Belichick be a first ballot Hall of Fame. Now, listen, there are some reasons why, I guess, morally, they might want to, because the controversies. But that don't matter, bro. We're talking about the game. It's not like the dude's, like, a criminal. It's not like he's R. Kelly or freaking Diddy. I mean, he's still working, as a coach, I think. But, like, I mean, way to shred. Like, this was a guy that, like, really deserved his spot, in the Hall of Fame, And the fact that, for him to get snubbed is absolutely insane. Someone has to have some sort of vendetta here against them. And honestly, that's just to the absolute dismay of the Pro Football Hall of Fame, because now no one's going to take it seriously anymore. It's like Eminem and the Grammys. It's like after all the snubs, after this much time, when this person is deserving of it, it's like, at that point, it's like, who cares? This person got inducted into the Hall of Fame. I don't give 2 flying shits that they didn't let Belichick in. But yeah, insane stuff with that, man. Yep, we're going to wrap it up here, though. Not much to say because there was only 2 games played this week. So, Super Bowl predictions, though, coming next week. Take a deep dive into that and may have a special guest on the pod for that. So, be on the lookout for that thing. But yeah, anyways, make sure to follow the podcast on Instagram. Share it with your friends and family. Why not? Helps a brother out. I enjoy doing this. And yeah, until next time, guys. Peace.